Right, Data East, DMD era power supply. So this thing came in with only the GI really working, which made a lot of sense because the GI header was the only one that had been replaced at some point. But it was kind of cobbled together with a shroudless header, as well as two of them kind of cobbled together there. So that's been replaced, as well as all the other .156 headers here on the board, which you can tell just from looking at them that they were not in great shape at all. C7 and C2 had leaked at one point, so I had pulled C7 and cleaned up the traces underneath, or the pads underneath, as well as C2, and I've also replaced C2. The original, or the one that had been replaced prior, was ran to the diodes, and it's not really something that's necessary, but what I did is I've actually tack soldered an eyelet to the severed trace there in order to fix that connection. I try to avoid hacks wherever I can. That's just me though. I mean, obviously some were unavoidable, but again, just moving on. So we've also replaced the two fuse clips, or the four fuse clips I should say, for F1 and F2. Those were a little bit nasty looking, and so I went ahead and just replaced those. And then over here on F4, this side of the connection there was a little bit loose. That's been replaced, and I think that pretty much covers it here for this board. So let's go ahead and power it up, and we'll grab some voltages here. Try not to knock my camera over, so it's going to be -12 there, and then we've got our +12, and then up here is our 5 volts. And then moving into the displays, we've got 5 volts here. We've got our 68 volts on this pin, and then one of the negative voltages, and then the last negative voltage there. And then jumping over here, we've got our -12, +12, another +12, and then a string of 5 volts here. Should be ground. So there we are 100% good to go. Thank you so much.